Welcome to stage 5 of the South African Safari Rally, and what a week it's been.
We are in South Africa, first time over here.
We are a big motorsport country.
I think South Africa has a lot of sense for rally red, for the adventure.
Huge, massive game park.
It's bushveld, lots of tracks, no sand, it's not a desert. But I mean, who can predict the weather?
And so to a short but tricky final stage. And in Rally GP, the biggest question was who would finish third overall. Honda teammates Ricky Brabeck and Adrian van Beveren going head-to-head. And it went the American's way as he took the stage win by 42 seconds. Van Beveren, on the other hand, had issues with his roadbook tablet and lost over 6 minutes. The Frenchman unimpressed as he had to settle for fourth. Brabeck said it was a cool stage, like 100 kilometres of 6 days enduro, and he was happy to finish on a high.
Had actually a lot of fun this whole week, you know. Every day offered something a little bit different. Navigation was tricky in sections. I'm happy to get on the podium, so we'll keep pushing forward to the next rally.
Ross Branch was relieved to finish his first rally of the season, although last place in Rally GP after his issues on the marathon was obviously not the result he wanted. Still, he won stage 1 and he feels the speed is there. He also had a fantastic time competing so close to home. Well, Bradley Cox echoed Branch's sentiments about this being an incredible week, perhaps even more so for the South African on home soil. He was obviously adapting to his new Sherco, coming 7th in Rally GP, but he says that things are definitely going in the right direction. Luciano Benavides had a bit of pressure on his shoulders this morning as he looked to hold off Van Beveren and Brabeck to finish second overall. And despite some rear brake issues, he did exactly that, claiming his first podium of the season after coming fourth in Dakar and Abu Dhabi.
Of course, I want to win, but in this race I had the feeling that I can win again. No? So this is the good part of the story. I feel good, I feel strong, and yeah, 1-2 for KTM, so we are back.
But way out in front and in a league of his own right now was Daniel Sanders. The Australian claiming his third overall victory of 2025, having absolutely dominated in South Africa. He won the prologue, he won 3 stages, he won the rally by 9 minutes from his teammate Benavides. And the bad news for his rivals, he has no intention of letting up.
We've got the best bike and the best rider at the moment, so how does it get any better? Like, it's just such a good feeling, and we just got to try and keep it going each race, and we'll see if we can keep it going in Portugal and Morocco.
KTM completing a 1-2 followed by a trio of Hondas. Cornejo, Cox and Branch rounded out the class. Well, Sanders has a maximum score of 88 for the championship season. He can even wrap up the title in Portugal. After what's been a difficult week, Michael Doherty had a good final stage in Rally 2. The South African praised the organisers for putting on such an awesome event and said it was amazing to tour his own country. He finished third overall and also sits third in the W2RC. This was a big day for Rui Barbosa. The Chilean second fastest on the stage despite a small crash and overhauling Konrad Dabrowski to finish fourth overall. Completing the rally means that he has booked himself a place at next year's Dakar.
Today I felt really good and I had a good stage, so I think it was a good way to finish the Rally World Championship in South Africa, so I am happy with that. The goal was finish here and have the confirmation to race Dakar 2026.
Tobias Ebster rounded out his week in style with the stage victory, despite various problems, including a crash, a navigation error and a wire caught in his rear tyre. The Austrian said he loved the atmosphere in South Africa this week and he's made a strong start to life with Hero, second overall and still the World Cup leader. But no doubt about the top dog in Rally 2, Edgar Canet, who won 4 of the 5 full stages and finished 15 minutes clear of Ebster. He only managed 4th place today after a crash at kilometre 64, but the young Spaniard is an incredible talent and he looks very much at home with the Red Bull KTM team.
So super happy for the team. Let's see if we make first, second and me there in the top 6, so super happy with that and keep improving, keep training, and of course one day we need to be in the top podium.
Canet, Ebster and Doherty making up the overall podium in Rally 2. They finished 7th, 9th and 10th amongst all bikers. And it's game on in the World Cup. Ebster leads Canet by just 3 points. Gaetan Martinez secured overall victory in the quads, picking up his 3rd stage win of the week today. The Frenchman said it was very demanding out there with hidden dangers in the long grass, but he still finished 3 minutes clear of his teammate Antanas Kanopkinas. A second consecutive 1-2 for the CF Moto Thunder Racing team after Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, in general it's a new country for us, so we have discovered the Savannah. That's really nice. We really like it. The field a little bit less for my part, but for the rest I really like it. So I think if we can come back, we will come back.
Martinez beating Kanopkinas by 22 minutes 25 seconds, with home rider Corinne Thiessen finishing a long way back. And in the World Cup, Martinez and Kanopkinas are now neck and neck on 45 points apiece. One final spin through the South African savannah, and so much still at stake. Only 39 seconds between the top 2 this morning, Henk Laterken and Sebastian Loeb, but who would be roaring at the finish line?
Feel the quiet rushing in. Snow blankets warming landscapes. Well,
Nasser al-Attiyah finished the rally in typical Nasser al-Attiyah style with victory. But this time the Qatari wasn't in overall contention due to his big penalty midway through the week. He finished 11th but remains 20 points clear in the World Rally-Raid Championship.
I hope to come back again to win this race, because now it's look like my favorite race, and really I like it because a lot of people, I am happy. Still I am leading the world champion with a good point, and now we have a lot of things to do, for Portugal, because the terrain is similar.
Gareth Woolridge said it's been brilliant hosting a rally of this magnitude in South Africa, and despite the challenges of navigating with the road book rather than GPS and markers, the national star came home in 4th overall. He had to nurse the car back today due to a faulty damper, but certainly lived up to the promise that he showed with victory on the prologue. Guillaume de Mevius was defending 3rd place overall today, but the X-Raid Mini driver was undone by an overheating radiator, with their car hoovering up a lot of grass. He lost 9 minutes and dropped down to 9th place.
We took a lot of things in the front and we had to stop 2 or 3 times in the stage to remove the grass. So not the end we want, but okay, it's like this, and let's try to work for the next one.
The Belgians' loss was a Brazilian's gain. Lucas Moraes claiming another podium this year after a strong final day showing. But this was the battle everybody had their eyes on. Loeb versus Lathagen, the Frenchman and the South African vying for overall victory. They were separated by just 3 seconds at kilometre 37 and then 15 seconds at kilometre 96. It was an absolute nail-biter. In the end, if you can believe it, they finished on exactly the same time, making Lathagen the winner by 39 seconds. A fitting finale for this remarkable first edition of the Safari Rally. A nervy wait for the home favourite before the result was confirmed.
39 seconds.
The main target was to be at the end of the rally. We are on the podium. It's not bad. For sure, victory is always better. But yeah, Lathagen was really strong today.
So at the end.
It's been an amazing fight with everyone. I mean, the top guys were really battling it out all week. I mean, day 2, day 3, you had no idea who could win it, and yeah, to finally come out on top is actually amazing. I think it's still settling in, but at the moment I feel amazing.
After coming oh so close at the Dakar, Lathagen is our winner in the ultimate class.
Champion, Henk Lathagen and Fred Cummings take the overall here at the SA Safari Rally.
The South African won by 1 minute and 39 in the end after Loeb incurred a penalty. Moraes, Woolridge and Carlos Sainz complete the top 5. Al-Attiyah still tops the W2RC ahead of Lathagen, followed by Moraes, Quintero and the absent Yazid Al-Raji. Dania Akil had another day to forget in the Challengers. The Saudi was leading the stage at kilometre 96, but she took one corner too hot and flipped over. That cost her a couple of minutes. She finished up in 5th place overall. Nicolas Cavigliasso took the stage 5 honours. The Argentine wasn't able to overhaul the rally leader, David Zille, but he increased his lead in the World Championship. He and his wife Valentina happy with a consistent week. But it was his fellow compatriot Zille celebrating overall victory after a really impressive performance. He said he felt the pressure today to finish the job, but he got it done as the BBR Motorsport team celebrated a 1-2. We're really happy with what we've achieved today. Very happy for the team, for the family, for Argentina, for my son Bruno, for Seba's family. A big thank you to the people who've been following us and to everyone. Zille finishing 3 minutes 39 ahead of Cavigliasso, with Adam Cush third at 18 minutes 22. Cavigliasso's World Championship lead is now up to 31 points over Pau Navarro. Enrico Gaspari took the final stage of the week in the SSVs. The Italian admits that he prefers the dunes in the desert, but this was still a lot of fun, a nice mix of fast and technical. Certainly a much better day for him after his big time losses earlier in the week. But overall victory went to Mario Franco, who's kept it nice and steady in his Can-Am Maverick R. The Portuguese driver praising his wingman João Miranda for a great job, and they were able to celebrate with some fans at the finish line.
The navigation is very tricky. The drive, it's very difficult, but we win, we try, we manage the other concurrent, the other pilot, and we win. Well, I'm very, very, very happy.
Franco winning by just under 12 minutes from Richard Axel, who joked that this would probably be the best result of his rally raid career. Alexander Pinto still leads the World Championship. Meanwhile, he is 19 points clear of Gaspari. Thank you to all our competitors for a wonderful week. Thank you to South Africa for a sensational safari rally. And thanks to all of you for watching. Join us again in Portugal.